There we go.
Good morning and happy Sunday. And this is so bizarre to me that I have to be inside in the salon right now because usually Florida is a beautiful place, but we're getting a hurricane and you're in Canada and you're outside in the beautiful nature. Tell me about your weather.
I
Can you hear me?
Well, actually, I'm in Ottawa, Ontario right now. I can. I'm in Ottawa right now at my daughter's place, and it is especially warm today. So I thought, you know what, I have to take advantage of the beautiful weather because it's going to turn cold really quickly. So I thought, I'm just going to enjoy being outside.
You know what's so amazing about Jennifer is I am trying to practice doing these interviews because I have 3 interviews that I have due. And off the cuff, several times, she said, yes, I can do it in 10 minutes. Like, who does that? Who's that amazing of a friend that they allow you to practice and agrees to get on a live interview in that quickly? I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Tell me about Find Your Sparkle.
Oh my God. Well, Find Your Sparkle is my baby, and it actually evolved, and I founded it in 2015 after being a life coach for 4 years and really having this grandiose idea that I really wanted to serve everyone, even though I knew as a marketing major that I couldn't do that. And I thought, I need to really narrow my niche. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure out a lot of stuff. And I started reflecting, and of course, I like sparkle. So I knew that whatever my new brand and program was going to be had to incorporate sparkle because that just kind of was indicative of who I was. But I started doing a lot of soul searching, and a girlfriend of mine actually and I sat and we just started sort of brainstorming some names. And I had 3 pages, and then all of a sudden it came to me, Find Your Sparkle. And I knew that that was what I wanted my brand to be. So essentially what I do is I help women, kind of middle age and up, who have been living their lives usually for a lot of other people and kind of lost themselves throughout the years. That was where I was. So I knew in talking to a lot of my friends that, around that age of 40-ish or so, you start thinking, holy cow, who am I? What do I even like? Where am I going? What am I doing? What is my purpose? And I kind of felt lost for a while. And I thought, wow, this is something I think can benefit and really serve other people. So my objective really is to help women find their authentic voice so they can live a life with more purpose, passion, joy, love, and of course, sparkle. So that was where Find Your Sparkle came from. And, my goal is for it to evolve, and, men can sparkle too, kids can sparkle too, and to bring it into, eventually to have a brand that can impact everyone. I think a lot of times we forget the impact that we can have on people, and we're not really taught how much we can impact people. So I really want to play an instrumental role in educating people, just to be more cognizant of, how you act, how you respond, and what your words really can do to people. I mean, I'm sure that you can relate, and most of us can relate. Sometimes there may be events throughout our lives where someone said something and they may not have meant it in a way that we took it on, but it impacted us for our lives moving forward. And we end up having all of these, beliefs that we live by that are false. So I really want to help with people to move beyond that.
That is so beautiful. And I think that's why we connect, because I have come from not having the greatest self-talk myself. And I was just looking online today, and I was chatting back and forth with a girl that, sometimes we have self-talk that we would never talk to our friends or anybody that we meet that way. And I realized that, we have to live with ourselves forever. So we might as well learn how to love ourselves. So I definitely want to work with young girls to work so that their self-esteem can be developed at a younger age so that they don't have to wait till they get to be my age to start loving themselves. And that's why we connect, because we both kind of have the same love and goal in mind. So tell me what you're doing or what you're planning on doing with the Inside Out Institute.
Well, oh my golly, I've actually I am relatively new with the Inside Out Institute, but I have to say that I've been involved with self-development my whole life, and pretty much since I was a teenager. And I have a lot of knowledge, and a lot of it has been sitting on the shelf. And this is something that, I realized over the last few years, that although I'm kind of, book smart with some things, I haven't implemented a lot of the things. So I've really wondered, like, sometimes I sat and I thought, jeepers, why is this not moving in the direction that I wanted it to? So what Inside Out Institute really has, the biggest thing for me is, really helping that subconscious side, and things that I've been working on, and you've helped me with releasing my heart wall, and now with the body code and releasing some of those, idea allergies that I've had, some of those broadcast messages, and so many things have clicked with me that have made sense, that I know that, I have a lot of energies that are getting released that have been holding me back. Because logically, I was thinking, holy cow, why? I know this stuff. Why am I not doing it? And now it makes sense, knowing that, I've had these blocks and these things that have been holding me back. So to have them released is really huge. So really what I'm looking forward to is really helping people on, the conscious level and the subconscious level, to be able to move forward so they can also be the best that they can be, and we can help so many people worldwide. And I think especially it's, having the subconscious and the conscious coaching is just so interment oh my gosh, my words are escaping me. I have so many things in my head, but it's really critical and imperative, that we work on both sides of things. And traditionally, we've been so focused on the conscious level and forgetting about that. So when we marry those two, it creates a whole different ball game. And I'm just super excited to be a part of this great organization, and to be part of, being able to help so many more people. And it's, helping me to be the best that I can be is going to empower me to be able to help even more people. And, I think we can all make a difference. And when we make up our mind and decide what we want to do and what kind of an impact that we want to have, then, there's no limit. And that ripple effect, when you help one person, you never know how many people along the way are going to be impacted by them, whether on a small scale or even on a large scale sometimes. So it's really exciting to me to be part of this organization, and, to really expand the people in my life that are my high vibe tribe. And you and I knew each other before Inside Out, and you were one of the people who introduced me to it. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And, I guess to get out of your own way and to learn to live life full out.
What a wonderful feeling that is. That's so amazing. What I realized through learning the emotion and body code. Whoops, I'm sorry. Oh, what I realized from learning the emotion and body code, I look back to when I moved to Florida, and I moved in with my mom to get my life together. And I remember just like hiding behind her in church because I was so afraid. And now that I have learned the emotion and body codes, and I've had sessions done on myself through the Inside Out with an energy healer, and she has removed twice from me the energy that I had inside of no will to be seen. Can you imagine? And now I have these assignments of doing these videos with, kind of a little bit of fear was involved in doing these videos. And I thought, well, hopefully my friends will help me get through the fear. And look at you, just stepping up to the plate twice in a row to help me get on here. And you're such a great communicator. So what are you doing there in Canada now? We discussed it earlier. Why are you where you are right now?
Well, I am in Ontario because my daughter is ready to give birth to my third granddaughter, and we were hoping that she would have had the baby by now, but you can't rush these things. So it's been, I have two little granddaughters here, so I'm here basically to help out with them. And it's kind of funny because there's going to be 3 under 3 girls in this house, so it's wow, it's very active and very busy. So I just want to provide all the support that I can. So it's exciting to be able to be here and be part of it, but also to be able to spend time with my two little granddaughters as well. And
So
of
I
course, my
think you've
daughter and
told
her
me,
husband.
I think you've told me this before, but I'm guessing, and it may be because I've already heard it, but I'm pretty sure that your name is Glamma. Do they call you
It
Glamma?
sure is. Yeah,
That's what I thought, my sparkle
Glamma.
girl.
Yeah, it was. Oh my golly. Well, it was funny because I had when Jess was pregnant with Jasmine, I was going through all these things in my head and I'm thinking, I'm not a grandma, I'm not a granny, I'm not a nan, I'm not a nanny, I'm not a nana. And I'm like, oh my golly, I don't know it just didn't feel right. And I felt, no, I felt, I didn't feel like I was old enough to be a grandmother. And I'm thinking, holy smokes. And it wasn't necessarily a vanity thing. It just didn't feel right. And one of my girlfriends said, that's because you're a glamma. And I thought, holy smokes. As soon as she said that, it was like the light bulb moment for me. It was like, yep, you know what? I am a glamma. And people razzed me and teased me about it. And, oh, Jen, you're so eccentric. And I thought, nope, that's me. That's who I am. That it completely suits me. And now glamma is a new term that's used quite frequently. So
Yes, it is.
it's pretty awesome. And it feels right. So I'm, never be afraid to step outside of the box. And that's kind of one of my things. I don't think I've ever been afraid to step out of the box, and I'm okay with being me. And that's what matters. That's glamma definitely feels right.
Well, when you're around people that are on the same vibration and the same energy that you are so free to be who you are. And that's what I love about you. I just love who you are. I think you're so amazing. And I can't imagine you being around anybody that didn't accept you for being just your awesome self. You're so amazing. You're such a great communicator and so loving and kind and generous. And I just love you.
Oh my golly. Well, you know what? I'm right back at you, Laura. Like you are totally, we've talked about this before. It's amazing and it's incredible that, you're one of my best friends and, you're on the other side of the country for heaven's sakes, or well, the continent. But it's amazing. If somebody had said to me a few years ago that I would have these friends that I met online that would become some of my best friends, I would have never in a million years believed them. And now I literally feel so blessed to have you in my life, and just to be able to know that I can always count on you, that you're somebody who's going to build me up when I need that lift. And we're both very optimistic and enthusiastic, and that's how I see myself. But I have bad days too. And I have, we go through seasons, and sometimes, there's lots of ups and downs. And one of the things that has really, really helped me is know that I do have that support of, my online high vibe community. And it's amazing.
Well, we're not just online now. We did get to meet in, what was it, Franklin. And we stayed together for a seminar there. And so we
and I wanted to
feel our
say also
friendship in
that,
person.
when you, yes, we did. We did a couple of times now, so which is really awesome. To have that connection and just the support is just, it's amazing. But to think that we met online is, I like I say, I think it blows my mind, but it's so awesome, and it happens more and more now. And I think that, once people, really, it does make the world a heck of a lot smaller. That's for sure, and it's a lot more accessible for everyone.
It's really exciting to me that you can get together
And
and meet people that
sometimes
you've met
people
online.
around us. Yes, absolutely. And sometimes the people that are close to us don't get what we're doing, or don't get some of the things that that we believe in, or that we're working on. And that's okay. That doesn't mean, that they love us any less, or we love them any less. But sometimes you need those people who are on the same vibration, that can give you that boost, who believe in you, who are, pushing you to stretch yourself, who say, you know what, instead of telling you to get your head out of the clouds, they're saying, hey, you know what, I know you can do it. I'm behind you. What do you need? Just like for you, anything that you need, Laura, I know that I'm there, and I know vice versa. It's the same. And that is really, truly amazing. And for me, that's a miracle, and I'm so grateful.
I just feel like anytime that you can do something or work on something or be a part of something where you can become the very best version of yourself, that's when you're going to find your purpose, and that's when you're going to truly shine. And I think that both of us are in that right now with the Inside Out Institute. I mean, I am so grateful for the Inside Out healing, for the transformational coaching, for the energy healing. I mean, I've had several healings this week and released some big things. And I definitely can feel that my vibration is vibing way higher than it was obviously a year ago. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
So thank
Oh
you
my
so
goodness.
much for having this chat
Yeah,
with me today.
every healing that we can get is definitely worth taking. Oh my
Oh,
golly, you are
absolutely.
very, very welcome. It's always fun. It's always a pleasure. And anytime, Laura.
Okay, sweetie. We'll talk to you soon. Love you.